October was an absolutely huge month for Nintendo releases, with many amazing and critically acclaimed games launching. I know for one that my pile of shame grows by the day. If you thought your wallet was in for a break, you are wrong, as November looks to be chock full of both AAA and indie titles deserving of your time. While it's impossible to cover all the new releases for the month, I tried to make this list as comprehensive as possible to tell you about the upcoming games for Nintendo Switch in November. What's November's release slate like? Let's take a look.
Excellent!
Star Ocean 2nd R, 2nd of November. I personally love the 2.5D Square Enix games. They seem to perfectly capture the nostalgia of the SNES era of RPGs while bringing modern improvements and beautiful graphical effects. Star Ocean 2nd R is no exception, and as a remake of the PS1 classic, it's been remade with love and care. The game features a reworked combat engine, gorgeous graphics, and of course an epic story that will keep you glued to your screen for roughly 50 hours. Even more if you're a completionist. It's already receiving critical acclaim as a near-perfect game and has many outlets talking about it being Game of the Year material. Stock shortages mean finding a physical copy in Australia may prove difficult, but the digital version is readily available on the eShop. My Time at Sandrock, 2nd of November. The second entry in the fabled My Time at series of games. I have spent so many hours exploring the world of My Time at Portia, and Sandrock promises to be an even grander adventure with sand fishing, gunslinging, and the building and crafting system that made the first game so enjoyable. Sandrock aims to be both a mix of cozy and RPG adventure genres, and has received mostly positive reviews since its launch, as well as already having updates to address some of the launch issues. I'm currently working my way through a review and will update you as soon as I have the verdict. WarioWare Move It, 4th of November. Featuring an eclectic collection of movement-based minigames, WarioWare Move It focuses on, you guessed it, movement-based actions to complete them. The game features over 200 minigames and a story mode. It's certainly a hit with my kids and makes a great party game. As with all the WarioWare titles, it features an offbeat humour that will have you and your friends laughing as you take on activities like the Mario 64 slide and even plunging a toilet. Fashion Dreamer, 4th of November. Much more in depth than it appears on the surface, Fashion Dreamer sees you build up your fashion empire as an influencer. You can suggest and create outfits for people, take selfies, and promote your fashion styles by walking around to show off your creations. Said to be a spiritual successor to the sleeper hit Style Savvy, Fashion Dreamer aims to help you live out your stylish dreams all in a handheld format. Spells and Secrets, 9th of November. Spells and Secret is almost a roguelike Hogwarts legacy, offering an isometric 3D view of the magical world around you. Your mission is to free the Wizard Academy of creatures by using a variety of spells in a unique way to achieve this. You can also team up with friends in the co-op adventure mode, using spells on environmental objects that offer a rewarding experimental style of gameplay as you battle your way through the academy. Mario Kart Wave 6 DLC, 9th of November. The final wave of the Mario Kart DLC's pack races onto the Switch this Thursday, delivering some classic tracks like Rainbow Road from the Wii version of the game. It also brings new characters like Funky Kong, Peachette, and Mayor Pauline to round out the already impressive cast included in the base game and previous DLC waves. I personally love that this game is still receiving content updates, and it's so enjoyable whether playing solo or as a party game. Unfortunately, this will be the last wave of DLC, but that also means that it might now make way for a new Mario Kart game on the Switch successor rumoured to come out early next year. Super Crazy Rhythm Castle, 14th of November. Super Crazy Rhythm Castle is a crazy combination of Castlevania meets Guitar Hero in a rhythm game with a twist. You and 3 friends can team up and take on the challenges of a rhythm castle as you battle it out to the top. It looks like a weird and wacky and unique concept that is sure to be a great party game, but it can also be enjoyed solo for those looking for a new rhythm-based game. It's made by Konami, so it features some Castlevania tunes as well as a bunch of new tracks to tap along to. Hogwarts Legacy, 14th of November. Grand Theft Harry Potter. Hogwarts Legacy has already established itself as Game of the Year contender for 2023 on other formats, as it's an incredible story-driven adventure that's set 100 years before the boy who lived graced the famed school of magic and wizardry. We haven't seen much on the game since it was delayed from the initial release on Switch, but a few screenshots recently surfaced on the eShop showing us what we can expect, and in my opinion, it still looks great for what it is. The game will have a mandatory 8GB patch on launch day before you can put the sorting hat on, but once you are no longer the prisoner of Azkaban bandwidth, witches and wizards the world all over will be sure to enjoy this epic adventure. Super Mario RPG, 17th of November. I have never had the pleasure of playing Mario RPG when it came out on the Super NES, but for those who have, still rave about it as an amazing role-playing adventure full of cameos, colourful characters, and adventure. This version of Super Mario RPG has been completely rebuilt from the ground up with a stunning graphical upgrade while staying true to the original chibi art style. On top of the reworked graphics engine, the accompanying soundtrack has been re-recorded by a symphony orchestra, taking it to the next level. This game looks absolutely stunning, and the collaboration between Nintendo and Square Enix has resulted in bringing one of the greatest Nintendo RPGs to a new generation of gamers, and I for one cannot wait. Bluey, the video game, 17th of November. Ah, Bluey, an Australian staple in the homes of children everywhere. Bluey the video game faithfully recreates the art style of the series, much like My Friend Peppa Pig, and lets you visit a host of locations featured in the show to play a bunch of imaginative minigames. The game will also feature co-op play, allowing the whole family to join in the fun as Bandit, Bingo, Bluey, and Chili in this fun family adventure game. The Jurassic Park Collection, 22nd of November. Right in the childhood, the Jurassic Park Collection, which now also includes the wildly popular Sega Master System and Genesis games, roars onto the Nintendo Switch soon. It features several games across the franchise and looks to be an amazing collection that has been curated by Limited Run Games. This game will be available as both a physical and digital release. Guns N' Spurs, 24th of November. Guns N' Spurs started out as a mobile game and is now making its way onto the Switch console. You play as a bounty hunter in a Wild West open world game that tasks you with capturing some of the West's most wanted. You can partake in a variety of cowboy jobs as well, which are all open from the start of the game, as well as hunt cursed skulls and unlock new abilities. I'm actually keen to give this one a go, and although it may not reach the same heights as Red Dead Redemption, I think from a value standpoint, it's most definitely worth a fistful of dollars. Gothic 2, 29th of November. Finally, we have Gothic 2. The first Gothic was only released a short while ago on the Switch, and while its difficulty and control mechanics may have isolated a few players, there was still plenty of adventure to be had. The series is very popular and often regarded as the best in the series, so it looks to be a great open-world adventure that follows directly on from the first game. These games were so ahead of their time, the mechanics of them are still being talked about today. So if you don't know what all the fuss is about, it's probably time to dive into the world of Gothic. So, there you have it. Did I miss something? Fire off in the comments below and tell me what you're looking forward to, and I'll make another list. Until then, for all things Nintendo, stay tuned to what'sitlike.com.au.